So isn't one of the worst experiences in the world when maybe you go through a divorce or a breakup or just some sort of painful life experience or emotion, right? And we get stuck in that feeling. We're like, oh my God, I don't want to feel this ever again. And we're thinking of all the ways we can avoid that feeling and get out of it. So we go get drunk, or we call a friend, go play pool, we watch TV, we sleep, we take pills, we do all these things because we never want to feel that feeling again, right? Like it's the worst thing ever in our life. Well, what if I told you that the answer to getting through that feeling was actually in the opposite? That when you're in pain, the solution to it is to have full acceptance that you would be perfectly okay if this feeling, this painful feeling, never left you, if your life were that way the rest of your life. Think of that, the most painful moments you've ever had. What I'm saying is, if you want to conquer it, the way to conquer it is to accept that your life will never change. You will always have that painful feeling every second of the day, the rest of your life. That's the answer to getting through painful moments. Here's why. See, what causes all of our pain and dysfunction and struggles is we don't want that feeling. And so we do all of these techniques to medicate it away. And what do? They just put that feeling off. Because for a temporary time, right? It feels a little bit better. It gives us a bit of a break. But that feeling always comes back. And then we end up picking the exact same relationship because we never really solved that feeling, right? The key to any pain is full and complete acceptance of it, to sit in it, to literally live in it. See, I figured this out years ago. When I was coming out of my suicide stuff back then, I was just an Uber driver. And I had realized that what was killing me, that what created the suicidal stuff, was my avoidance of pain. I'd always worked on myself for 30 years chasing all this stuff, but there were parts of it I was not willing to sit through and experience. It just seemed too big. And so I'd try and control everything in my life. Do everything I could not to experience that. And that's what we all do. We try and control it. And so we then tell partners, don't do this, don't do that. Like we don't want to feel that feeling. So we get really controlling of everyone and everything in our life. So we don't feel that feeling. Well, I finally realized I was driving for Uber. And one of the things I would do, I'd drop somebody off and it's like, oh my God, I got to make money. Because I was going broke. I was living off credit cards. My life was a mess. And I was like, I got to get another ride. I need money. And so what I used to do is I'd drive around there's got to be someone over here. See, I was trying to control it. I was trying to make it happen, make that feeling go away, get in a place where somebody would hire me and I'd make money and get a ride. But I realized it was that control, that obsessive need like we all get into when we try and control our partner, or we try and tell somebody don't do this or don't do that. We're obsessed. We don't want that feeling. And so we control the hell out of it. And so I remember I was sitting there and I just dropped somebody off. And I had that feeling come up. I've got to go somewhere. And I went, Kenny, you can't do it this time. You can't. You have to accept this pain. You have to sit in this feeling and not control it. And I pulled over the car into this hotel parking lot. And I just sat there in this rage. I just started crying and screaming and I'm punching the steering wheel. I was just enraged of, I can't sit here. I can't not do something to fix this. But I knew that if I left, if I drove somewhere, I was avoiding the pain that was killing me, that was costing me my life. And so what did I do? I accepted it, that I may have this pain the rest of my life. And I just allowed myself to experience that pain. And for about 30 minutes, I was in a rage, crying and everything. And then eventually, it was just like today. I started looking around. I'm like, my God. I'm sitting in my car. I'm like, look at the trees. They're beautiful, and it was just sunny out. And see the trees behind me here? Where are they? The white blossoms. Do you see them in the background there? I just started staring at them. All of a sudden, the pain disappeared. And you know what happened? Right then, my alarm went off on my phone. I got a ride. And I broke down crying. I was like, you know, all of us, we spend our whole life trying to avoid that pain. We don't want to go there. We don't think we can handle it. We don't think we can get through it. And that's the lie. The secret to life, the secret to any aspect of getting what you want is in the opposite. Instead of trying to force it to happen, it's in the acceptance of the pain. When you can accept that your life may never change, you may always feel this pain the rest of your life, that's when the pain goes away, and that's when everything comes to you. The answer's in the opposite. So if you want the life you're meant to live, if you want to be out of pain, sit in the pain, experience it, move through it. Life changes. We're going to have pain all our life. What's killing everyone is the avoidance of that pain, the unwillingness to accept pain. And so what you do, you meaning all of us, not you, I'm not like pointing the finger at you, I'm pointing the finger at me too. What we all do is we try and control it and make sure it never happens again. Well, I'd encourage you, if your life isn't the way you want it, give this a shot. Quit controlling everyone and everything and just accept the pain. Accept it and watch, it'll disappear. It'll just vanish. You'll have the life you've always wanted to live. So anyway, if you decide to give that a shot, if you're sick of controlling people and controlling things and staying stuck in that pain and you're ready to give it a shot, let me know how it goes. You're going to have the exact same experience I had. When you sit in it, it's just going to release. It'll disappear. Let me know how it goes for you. I'd be really interested to hear your experience, all right? Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. Bye-bye.